Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, the best place for avant-garde makeup and high-end retouching. Today I'm going to segment this video into two parts to show you my lighting setup behind the scenes. And one part of the video is going to show you the photo shoot that I did when James, my husband, photographed me, and he has a specific lighting setup that he'll walk us through, as well as some tips and tricks here that work for our studio. And then in the second part of the video, I'm going to walk you through how I photograph myself when James is indisposed or doesn't feel like photographing me. And if you stay at the end, I'll give you a bonus tip as well as show you the photos that were the result of the photo shoots that we took for this video. So stay with me and keep on watching.
I'm James.
And you are?
I am your husband.
No, I mean, what is your role?
Oh, I am the photographer.
Okay, talk about what you're gonna do.
The first thing to do is to make sure that you are in a position that gets good natural lighting if you don't have a bunch of lights. So right now, we're shooting next to a really big window, and one key tip is when you're shooting with natural lighting, always work with the lighting. So in this situation, our main light source is the ring light. So the ring light is positioned next to the window. Turn this on. Ta-da. You'll have shadows on the dark side of the room, which in this case is the bookshelf. And so you're gonna have some sort of secondary light. In this case, it's gonna be this one.
What type of lights do you have, first of all?
Yeah, so all LED lights, you can get flashes and stuff attached to your camera and go off with, when you take photos, stuff like that. But generally I find you don't really need that. You can do everything with constant lights, like these LED lights. I find are the best because they're either rechargeable or you just plug into an outlet. They're stronger, better lighting, more controllable lighting, depending on how expensive you get with your LED lights. But you can see we also use these hydrogen bulbs as well sometimes if we need extra lights because they're really cheap. If you want to change, your background, is you can put a light on the backdrop. So here, this is a secondary light for, Cindy, but instead we could put it here, and that will change the background or the backdrop behind Cindy, which can be a nice effect depending on what you're going for. The one extra thing that I like to do is using a reflector for the bottom of Cindy's face because it can be quite dark under there. She has a black table. Usually we'll have her hold it or place it on the table like this. And it just helps to get a little extra light under her chin. So if you have a reflector like this, oftentimes they're unzippable because they can be flipped and stuff like that. And they do this really nice thing where the inside compartment is this really nice diffuser, which is really good for making a big softbox on the go. I will put this in front and then I'll put it next to Cindy, and it makes one really big one big surface light. It's a lot cheaper than buying a $100 softbox. Generally, the most simple thing that you see is a 3-point setup, but what that doesn't refer to the background lighting. That refers to one light on your right side, one light on your left side, and then one light above you. How many lights you use and what your setup is more of a preference, but I guess the point is that you can use as few as 2 lights and still get really good effects or really good results. It just depends on how you set it up and balance it.
So I wanted to show you my setup for when I do photo shoots by myself. First of all, I have the camera, which is tethered, and it's connected to my hard drive, so everything I'm doing on here is saved onto my hard drive. I got my gel. I have my ring light set up over here. I have a vanity mirror over here. I have my phone tripod, and usually my phone is just sitting over there, and I'm filming myself for TikToks and mini tutorials. My brushes, dirty brushes, all here. And these are the makeup that I used for this particular look, and a super messy desk. When I am doing my makeup, I have this mason jar. So I'll put brushes that I'm done with over here if I need to record, but I just dumped all this over here because I'm about to wash my brushes anyways. And I have one light over here. From this other point of view, there is the ring light, the vanity mirror, that's my vanity chair where I sit, all my brushes, my laptop, and I have the backdrops. This is a LED light that is turned on very dim, and that is just to light the background so that I don't cast any shadows, because this is actually quite a bright light and it's just a bulb. Usually there is also a umbrella that goes over it so that it diffuses the light, but because it's very dark right now, it's nighttime, I decided to just not use the umbrella. So I like the harsher lighting. It also balances because this circle light is quite harsh as well. That one doesn't actually light up my face that much. And I have this positioned like this. The light is bouncing off of this white reflector onto my face. I look at my framing in the monitor, and then I click the shutter and I take the photo. And it's that simple.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video, and here is your bonus tip. When you are shopping for equipment, it might be really confusing because you're gonna see a lot of variations of tripods and bulbs and big lighting setups, but really what you need, and what I've done, is typed in on Amazon a 3-point lighting system for video, which is really great for constant lighting. You don't need to have a softbox if you're just starting out, and you don't need flash, and if you have plenty of natural lighting coming from a window, please use that to your advantage. Sometimes the easiest setup is just using constant lights, and you don't need flashes, you don't need softboxes, just keep it simple. You should really photograph with the light, and so if you have a primary source of light, for example, big windows and natural light flooding into the room, don't try to use another lighting source to overpower it. Set up your lighting so that it complements the light source. And a final tip, because I love you all so much, is if you don't have a reflector, but you have either a white table, a white cloth, or a white board, even a big white sheet of paper, use it underneath, and that will help reflect the light. So any white surface will allow the light to bounce off of it and illuminate the areas that are probably harsher in the shadows. If the light is coming this way and you have shadow here, put the reflector over here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below with any questions or suggestions for future video ideas. And if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you'll be the first one to know when I post my next video. As usual, stay creative, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!